Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Chef Josh and welcome to the second episode of Little Place Farm. We are heading off in our Class Arian 660 to the store to spend a little bit of money. I was looking through the sale items and there's actually a mower for a really good price. And I know we talked about in the previous episode that I want to mow all that grass that's part of our land and turn it to silage to make some money, and also probably sell the first load of that, and then the second round of silage probably keep for the eventual cows that we're going to get on the farm. But I just wanted to head to the store, and let's hop into the store menu here. So I was looking through here, and they have the GMD 8730, the back mower, and then that's actually cheaper than just the right mower of that brand. So I think we're going to buy this, and then we're going to go into mowers and buy the front piece. So see, this is $18,000, but then we got this $25,000 one for only $14,000. So now let's buy the front mower, and we will hook it up to the class. Gotta get a little lined up here. Come on. There we go. And we should make pretty short work of that field. It's not all that big. I also want to buy the soil information this episode for all of our fields. And already sort of looking ahead at next episode, I'd like to plow the field that we harvested last episode and extend it down to the shed, and I think I'm going to get barley in the ground because I feel like the chickens may need a decent supply of food, and we gave them almost all the wheat that we harvested last episode. So let's go into our menu here and purchase the soil information. So we want it for this whole thing right here. So instead of doing the samples, I'm just going to go outright and purchase it. So that's going to cost us, I guess, only $700. So that's pretty good. Oh, so it only gives it for field 28. Which looks like it's loam and silty clay, which kind of stinks about the silty clay. And while we're here, we'll buy field 29 as well. And I also, so that's going to be $12.25. I also misspoke and said that we were done harvesting, but I forgot about field 29. We have the soybeans to harvest in that field, but it looks like that whole field is loam, which is perfect. So that'll be a nice field for crops and stuff. But I think we're going to go ahead and just start mowing all this grass here to turn into silage. And we'll get rocking and rolling.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes.
Alright, so all the grass in this area is cut. We can turn off our mowers and fold them up. And while I was mowing, I was sort of thinking which way I wanted to go with it. Do I want to do silage? Do I want to do some, tether it and do hay for the eventual cows that we'll have? But I think right now, since we just did some baling last episode, I think instead of being so repetitive, I will do silage. We've got the silage pit, which we could replace and use a silage silo instead. But, what am I doing here? There we go. But I think we will use the pit this time around, and then if we end up doing silage more often, I think we will get the silo instead. But for now, we'll leave it at that. So we will have to get a windrower and I forgot what they're called right now, a forage wagon to pick up the grass and drop it into our pit. So for now, let's head over to the store. All right, here we are in the windrower category. I think I know, I have used this one in the past, the Samaz Z. But I think I've been really partial to the Kubota 52,000. It has a good working width, and we definitely have the power to pull it. So I think we are going to go with that. I think we're just going to mess with the color a little bit. And why don't we go with the John Deere green. I think it'll match the farm a little bit more. I wonder how it would look with the Kubota orange as the frame. Ooh. That's kind of cool looking. Yeah, I like that. Alright, we'll go with that. And then once we have it all windrowed, we will come back and buy a forage wagon to pick up the grass. Oh, not really aligned here. There we go. So I will see you all back at the farm to get windrowing. Alright, back at the farm, had the beacons on for the travel over. Let's get this unfolded. Hopefully we have enough room to unfold it here. I know it does go pretty wide, especially those back. Yeah, there it goes. Very cool. Alright. I'll get this powered up. Let's get this all windrowed up for the forage wagon. Got to see what the best plan of attack here is. I think we'll go around the corner like we did when we mowed. And that should be pretty good. There we go. But this is a pretty big grass field. I'm wondering if it would be a better option to turn this into a crop field at all. Because it is fairly large. We probably could turn half of this into a crop field and keep the other half as a grass field. But actually, that's a nice little screenshot right there. Very nice. Cool. So we'll get this all windrowed up. Go get our forage wagon. Got to decide if we're going to outright buy a forage wagon. I think potentially moving forward after this, we may invest in doing bales as silage. So I'm not sure if we're going to be using a forage wagon too often in this series. I think for today, we will just rent it or lease it or whatever the terminology is, just to get this picked up and into the silage pit, only because, you know, this was 52,000 for this machine, and then I'm sure there's going to be plenty of other machinery we got to get a bucket, a bunch of stuff. So I think potentially renting the forage wagon is the way to go, and realistically the silage is probably going to be sold. So any chance that we can make some money and have profits off of this would be good, because I don't think we're going to be using silage for the cows, you know, at least before December.
Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town,
Alright, this last piece was basically made to measure here for the most part. Perfect. Oh, starting to mess that up a little bit. Not too bad though. Alright, so we can shut this off, fold it up, and we'll go store it away. Gonna be quickly losing all of our space in our shed, but can definitely probably make room for a shed right here in this empty grass area. So maybe we can sneak it in over here. Oh, a little bit too narrow of a turn there. All right, beautiful. So I think we'll give the class a rest, and let's change it up and use the Massey for the forge wagon. Excuse me. Massey Ferguson 2270 XD, and this is the limited edition. All right, oops, didn't mean to grab that. All right, so let's head off to the store. We'll see what forge wagon makes sense. I don't want to be doing a ton of trips. So if we got to go a little bit bigger, just so we can maybe get it all in one load, or at least in two, that would be helpful, but I'll see you all over at the store. For the third time today, we are back at the store, and let's take a look at forge wagons. So they are right here in front of my face. So we could go with this one, but I think we can go up one more size. Potentially, maybe even, how much is the difference between this one? So 23.46 to lease that. 35.95. So maybe this is the way to go. Do we want to add silage additive? Yeah, we can, because it's not going to add that much to the lease. So let's do that, and we'll buy some silage additive as well. All right, let's see. I believe it's in this category here. Yep, there it is. All right, sounds good. All right, so let's hook up here. Perfect. The additive is right next to it. Should be able to fill it up from there. And then at some point, we can bring that additive home. Perfect. So I'm sure we'll be doing silage again. Although, like I said earlier, I'm not sure if we're going to use a forge wagon, so maybe that was kind of a waste of money. Maybe we can do a contract in the future as well, possibly, and use that up. But either way, we are heading back to the farm with our Stratman forge wagon. But I absolutely love this map. It's got some nice scenery. It's small. I'm not a big fan of the huge maps, you know, when fields take forever to do. But alright, so let's get this bad boy turned on, and here we go. See how quickly this fills up. So doing this at about 10 or 11 miles an hour. Massey should have no problem pulling this at all up the hill. I do think silage is a great way to make money in this game, and it does look like we're even going to fill this one up pretty quick. I know we have the additive, but it does appear to be filling up fairly fast. We're already at 77%. Looks like we'll be doing the first drop off momentarily here. Alright, there we go, 100%, 23,000 liters of silage. It is pretty heavy. The Massey's having a little tough time kind of get up that hill. Love that view with the church. Always got the hot air balloon close by. Alright, so we will... Might be a bit of a tight turn here. Maybe in the future we should take that tree down. Alright, so... How do we open this? I have to pull up the help menu real quick. Here we go. I don't use this type of machinery too often, so you gotta bear with me. Try to keep it on the right side a little bit, to the right side for this load, and we'll go to the left side for the next load. Alright. So first bit of grass in the silage pit. Alright, let's grab this little strip here. Don't want to go into the pond. Ooh, that was close. I think we'll go up this way now.
Town to town, from London to Taiwan, I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Alright, so we should be able to fit all of the remainder of the grass into this forage wagon. Got one little strip right here. Then we've got a little strip there on the left and a little strip on the right. So I think we'll go to the right first and then finish on the left because it's closer to the silage pit. So definitely got a fair amount of grass out of this. We'll see what the final tally is once we have it all in there. I'm sure the additive helped. And it is starting to get a little bit dark here. Not a big fan of working in the dark in this game, especially when recording. But I also think that we're going to have to grab some sort of like bucket or something to scoop up. There was a little bit that kind of fell out over there. I keep getting stuck over here. A little bit of a hill. So I think we will, because that forage wagon seems to keep getting stuck. We'll drop it off and then let's compact it with the Massey here. May have to turn on the help menu for it to show me what the compaction rate is. Yeah. I wish it would show that without having to turn the help menu on. That'd be really helpful. But it shouldn't take too long to do this. Just a little bit of back and forth here and should be good to go. It is sort of spilling out the side just a bit. But I think the mat should cover it. So we're already at 85% here. Yeah, a little bit of spillage out there. Alright, 99%, 100% compacted. I think I'm going to go out this way because it's not really spilling out this side too bad. So there we go. We've got 100% compaction. We have 82,000 liters of grass chaff. Cover it, and there we go. We have some silage fermenting. Should be ready in a month or two. and we'll probably sell it in December or January, whenever the best time is to sell silage. But I hope you did enjoy this episode, and until next time, I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Have a good one.